City of Stevens Point Personnel Committee meeting, recorded December 13, 2021.
Personnel Committee will come to order at 6:08. And if Manager Yakush would please call the roll.
Shore.
Here.
Zarazua.
Here.
Leek.
Here.
Dalton.
Here.
Christensen.
Here.
Thank you very much. Quorum is present. And agenda item number 2 is an amendment to Administrative Policy 3.02 pertaining to vacation carryover. Manager, if you would.
Sure. So it's funny to say that almost a couple of years ago now, we made an amendment to our administrative policies to allow employees the opportunity to carry over an extra week of vacation because of the COVID outbreak in 2020. So that went into effect in April of 2020. So we have a situation now where employees who were on the beginning of that, right prior to the start of COVID, January, February, March, didn't get as many opportunities to carry over the 2 weeks of vacation. So there have been some concerns raised about that. So we discussed it as a group of department heads at a staff meeting, and none of the department heads had concern with bringing that forward with a sunset date, bringing it forward from January 1st of 2022 to April 1st of 2022. So it will sunset as of April 1st, 2022, and I hope and I pray that things just kind of simmer down.
So if I'm understanding correctly, thank you, this is about some employees not missing out on the flexibility to carry over accrued leave.
Yes.
Based, I guess, on their anniversary. What time?
Correct.
Okay.
Right, on their anniversary date, that's when they accrue vacation, the majority of employees anyway.
Thanks. Any questions? Clarification, please.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to recuse myself as my wife is an employee, so I will not
Thank you
take
for
be
that.
part
So
part of
there-
the discussion or the vote.
That will explain an abstention
Yes.
from Alder Christensen when we decide. Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve the amendment as proposed.
A second.
A motion from Dalton, a second from Leek. Further discussion, questions? Is a voice vote sufficient?
Yes.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions?
I abstain.
Thank you. The motion carries. And agenda item number 3 is the results that we have back from the consultant checking on our pay plan and how it's holding up against trends in the market and whether we're off the mark on any of our salaries.
Correct.
So if you would
Sure.
tell us what the results were.
Well, basically, Anne included a very detailed memo in the packet. There were, she does indicate in her memo the comparable cities that were used, and including the Village of Plover, which is not a city, and the philosophy and the results, and the fact that the majority of our positions fall within the 5% guideline, which is very good. However, we do have a couple of positions that she is recommending a change in grade for, and that was on the last page of her memo, moving the Public Works operator from grade H to grade I, and our community service officer from grade B to grade D. And I can tell you, we have been attempting to recruit for community service officer for quite some time. It's not a very pleasant position. Some of them are very late night hours, and we're hoping that this will help. So once, we're actually recruiting for a night CSO right now, or attempting to. So once council approves this, I will amend, well, we've already amended the posting to say that it will, well, actually we haven't, because I can't do that yet because we don't know if city council will approve this, but once council approves it, then we can amend the posting to post the new pay rate, and be able to move forward and hopefully attract more candidates. And I know that, you know, the city of Stevens Point is not unlike communities throughout the state of Wisconsin and most likely the United States, right? Having difficulty filling positions. I don't know if it's a situation, I've heard different theories. The workforce is shrinking. People are concerned about working in person because of, the COVID-19 and all the variants. I'm not exactly sure if there's one perfect cookie cutter fit answer. I think it's a lot of things, quite honestly. So I'm hoping that this will help recruit in that position.
Thanks. But to keep the big picture, they looked at all the positions, and this limited set was what was identified as being out of step with the market.
That's correct. And if you recall, periodically in 2019, we did make some adjustments internally. Corey and I kind of did a kind of quick and dirty survey between Wausau Rapids, Marshfield, and the Village of Plover. And some adjustments were made to certain positions at that time. I think it was everything from grade H down.
Grade K now.
Grade K down, thank you. And
That was
so
when we did the compression?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes. So we've been trying to be creative and come up with things, and every year we do increase our pay plan matrix by the CPI is established by the Wisconsin Employment Relations Commission to try to stay, equitable with our peers.
With these positions identified, are you looking for action?
Yes.
Or recommend-
Yes.
You are,
Yes,
okay.
yes, we are looking for action, yes,
We look for approval for the market survey, including the 2 grade changes.
yes.
So moved.
Thank you.
Did you have a second? Moved by Dalton, seconded by
Zarazua.
Zarazua. And so we are accepting the report, and making the changes to the pay system specified.
Right, and those changes will go into effect January 1, 2022, to align with the 2022
So
budget.
we definitely want action.
Correct.
Okay. Very good. Any questions, starting from committee members? Seeing none, looking at others in the room, seeing none, and online, seeing none. All those in favor of accepting the report and making those changes to the those specific changes to the pay plan, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstentions? And the motion carries unanimously. Now, item number 4 is an ordinance amendment regarding compensation for poll workers and canvas board members. Anything that you want to tell us about that, please?
I think a couple of meetings ago, Comptroller Treasurer Laddick talked about wanting to increase the starting pay for the seasonal positions and also the poll workers. So poll workers are a little bit different in that they have an ordinance that provides guidance for the pay. So City Clerk Yenter decided, she should bring this forward at the December meeting so that we're ready to go again for January 1. These changes would take effect.
Do I have a motion? Moved by Alder Zarazua,
I'll second.
seconded by Alder Christensen. As just explained, very similar to the seasonal workers in parks, but with this particular connection to our code. Seeing no questions anywhere. Very good. Ordinance amendment, does that need,
Yep.
that does need a roll call.
No, you don't need any roll calls at committee level ever.
Thank you. All those in favor of this change to the compensation, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstaining? The motion carries unanimously, and the Personnel Committee is adjourned at 6:17.
Finance up next.
A video of this meeting is available for viewing on the city's website, stevenspoint.com/videos.